is the event honoring the lost youth and the waning manhood of my hero, Jim Graham, who's really just going to be an older man. You know, ever since he was a tennis star in college, he's been my love, my hero. But he has been very busy since college. I want you to know that it says right in his resume that first he went to work for Western Union, where he sang telegrams, and then he went to work for Carnell Foundation, where he learned to use other people's money, and then he was the CEO of the CRC. That's Con Rubes Corporation. And then he was the CEO. Now he is of First Scam, and that spend conspicuously another's money. Well, I thought of all the people who knew Jim Graham when he was a real tennis star, his coach, Coach J.A. Philpott, would know him best. And so I've invited Coach Philpott to join us this evening. Welcome, Coach Philpott.
My pleasure, ma'am.
Oh, I understand that you have just retired after 58 years of being the tennis coach of the team at VPI. What does VPI stand for?
Well, ma'am, it's an institution for very poor intelligence.
Oh, I see. Well, now, Coach, may I call you Coach, or would you rather be called J.A.? What does J.A. stand for?
Jock Ace, ma'am.
Oh, I see. Well, now, I think it would be nice...
You probably don't understand, ma'am, but you see, them's my real initials. My daddy named me after Andrew Jackson.
Of course.
Old Hickory.
Yes.
But you see, the parson kind of got it screwed up, and it came out backwards on my baptismal certificate. But, you know, it worked out all right, because that's where I got my nickname, Jock Ace.
Yes.
You see, I was dating this foxy little piece
Yes,
down
yes,
there.
okay, thank you very much. Now, let's talk about the man whom we are honoring here tonight, please, Coach.
Who's that man?
Why, Jim Graham, the man who gave you the best 5 years of his life.
5 years, ma'am.
Yes, at VPI.
It only takes 4 years to get through, even at VPI.
Well,
Was the boy slow or what?
well, now, could we talk about what kind of person Jim Graham was when you had him as your star tennis player so long ago?
Well, yes, ma'am. You know, it was a long time ago, man. When you called me up there the other night and invited me to come down here and do this, I got to thinking, and I guess that we're talking about the same person. We knew this young man as Jim the Cracker.
The Cracker?
Yeah, Jim Graham Cracker. Jim Graham Cracker.
Well, Coach.
Yeah, that's 58 years, man. That's a long time, and I've seen a lot of tennis bums come and go, and just between you and me, you've seen one tennis bum, you've seen them all.
Look, I'm sure you've been very influential with a lot of tennis players, but what was special about Jim Graham?
I got to thinking the other night after you called me, and I did recollect that boy, because you know why? He was the only tennis bum I had who had a secret weapon on the tennis court.
I knew it. What was it?
Well, he used to let the air out of, 3 balls. We played with 6 balls in a match, and he had this little jigger he kept hidden in his racket handle, and he let the air out of 3 of them balls, and before the other guy knew what the hell was going on, why, Jimbo would have him down 2 sets to love.
Oh, my. Well,
He was a clever little sucker, that boy.
well, now, could we talk about your relationship with Jim? Were you close to Jim?
What's that supposed to mean, ma'am?
Oh, well, I only meant, did you advise him in matters of the heart?
Oh, that, yeah. Well, I'd fix him up with the local girls down there at the Mountain Mamas of Blacksburg, and I'd give him a little moonshine on weekends so he could have his parties and so forth. And, the college girls wouldn't have nothing to do with him. He was a little perverted, a little kinky.
Oh, please, go.
But them local girls, they know how to handle him. Well, they'd slap his hands, make him behave himself. But, man, he scared hell out of them co-eds, I'll tell you. Well, I remember one time he had one of them up there.
Would you say, please, excuse me, would you say that he manifested his business acumen at that point in life?
Did he what?
Well, did he demonstrate? Did he show he knew how to make money?
Oh, money. Money. Oh, Jimbo. Why, he knew more ways to turn a buck than a French whore. Oh, sorry, man. You're not French, are you? Oh, well, that's anyway, you know that moonshine I talked about, I used to get him for his weekend tooth there with the locals. Well, you know, before, I knew it. That boy was cutting that moonshine with spring water and selling it to freshmen for $3 a pint. Now, you figured, oh, it cost him 6 bits a gallon. Now, you figured that out, 2 pints to a quart, 4 quarts to a gallon. I mean, we're talking some kind of profit there, man. You understand that?
I can multiply, Coach.
Well, not only that, he had some scam going with some big company like Western Electric or Union Pacific, so one of them big companies, and you know, they paid for him to come to school, and then he'd go off and work for them. Yes. At least that's what he told me, but I always thought he was probably sat there selling that cut hooch somewhere, you know, and I wanted to offer him a full scholarship. He just laughed. He said he had these other suckers paying his bill. That boy was rolling in clover the whole time, and it doesn't surprise me if today that boy is making big bucks, driving them big Porsches and Mercedes. And
Let's go back to the tennis court. Let's talk about Jim Graham, gentleman sportsman.
You mean, how did he behave on the tennis court, ma'am?
Well, yes, the gentlemanly part of Jim Graham.
Well, Jimbo, he was the epitome of gentlemanly conduct, ma'am. Absolutely, he was. I mean, I never heard him curse. I never heard him. He never questioned a line call.
No.
He was cool, ma'am. I mean, to tell you, that's it. He was cool. The only one time did I ever see him lose it. Okay? And you know, it was the last time he ever played for me. He was playing for the NCAA Eastern Regional Championship.
Of course, yes.
You know, and it was tied 2 sets even. And I tell you, ma'am, he lost.
Oh.
But it was kind of freak. The way he lost, it was freaky, you know? He just dropped the racket right there, and he went up and shook hands with his opponent, shook hands with the man in the chair, you know, smiling all the time.
To the end.
And he just walked off the court.
Yes.
And I was so stunned at the way he lost that I went out there and I picked that racket up.
Did you?
Yeah, and I got that. You know, I went, after you called me that night, went down my storeroom, and there it was. I saved it all these years.
How wonderful.
And I brought it along tonight so you could see it.
Oh,
the last